Hello, everyone, and welcome aboard. I am excited to introduce you to Give Chances and guide you through our comprehensive orientation video for volunteers. Before I begin discussing the logistics and responsibilities as a volunteer, let me take a moment to introduce Give Chances and what we stand for. Founded in 2011 by Chairman Kevin Lee, Give Chances is a nonprofit organization with a mission to provide underprivileged individuals with opportunities and to create positive changes in our communities through education and job training. We aim to reduce the income achievement gap and improve student academic success and self-confidence. Children from low-income households often enter school at a disadvantage due to a lack of parental and extracurricular support, and our mission is to bridge that gap by providing mentorship and support through the Joyful Learning program. Our long-term goal is to expand our educational programs to underserved populations throughout the United States. We have served students in New Jersey and New York with our in-person learning centers, and our online program currently covers many states including Arizona, Kentucky, Texas, and more. Our vision is to expand our learning centers nationwide in order to reach a more diverse population of students and foster an effective after-school network. We offer 4 programs that focus on child and youth education, youth development, disability support, and community work. Our Joyful Learning after-school program provides homework assistance and additional learning opportunities, both in person and online. For youth development, we host Chance Makers, a volunteer council program with a leadership-focused curriculum, and Trampoline Project, a 10-day vision trip to the United States for underprivileged students in Korea. For individuals with developmental disabilities, we provide the DD Artist program to offer job training and art education. Lastly, our Dream and Hope program provides financial support and resources such as food and scholarship to families in need in collaboration with local community organizations. Now let's discuss our Joyful Learning program in more detail. The Joyful Learning After School program aims to provide disadvantaged students quality out of school educational experiences. With 3 in-person learning centers in New Jersey in the towns of Palisades Park, Leonia, and Parsippany, and our online Zoom class, we currently serve over 100 students and 200 volunteers. We hope to expand to become a nationwide effort in the coming years. The program is open to students from 1st to 8th grade and operates throughout the year, including fall, spring, and summer. During the school year, the program typically runs from Monday through Thursday, 4 to 6 p.m. in person and online. The summer school program during the months of July and August are typically held in person from Monday through Thursday around 1 to 3 p.m. Specific days of operation and time are subject to change per branch. There are 4 components in this program. First, homework assistance. Homework forms the fundamental base to any academic progress and helps students understand the class content. For this reason, we mainly focus on assisting students finish their homework. For individualized support, the student per volunteer ratio is 1-on-1 by principal. If this is unviable, a volunteer may need to handle up to 2 students at once, although very rarely the number can go up to 3. Our goal is to help them complete their assignments so they can engage better with classroom materials at school and cultivate independent study habits. Second, math and English enrichment. Once students are done with their homework, they move on to enrichment sessions in math and English language arts. Using credible, high-quality educational materials and resources, these classes aim to keep students ahead of the income achievement gap. Our program uses Khanacademy, Epic Books, and Education.com for the needs of each student. Tutors are provided with over 1,000 supplementary worksheets for all grades, which they can use according to their students. Third, extracurricular activities. Every student should have the opportunity to explore their interests and talents outside of the classroom, regardless of their economic background. Our after-school program introduces extracurricular programs in various fields like music, art, and physical education. Supported by talent donors, volunteers, and professionals, our diverse programs foster confidence and stimulate educational growth for students. Lastly, Youth Volunteer Training and Healing Program. Youth volunteers are the backbone of our after-school program. Volunteers' engagement with the students not only provide educational support, but a mentor-mentee relationship with the students, which can foster emotional well-being and academic confidence in both the volunteer and the student. Now, let's discuss the benefits of volunteering with Give Chances. As a volunteer, you can build relationships and networks with lead teachers, other volunteers, and students. Depending on Give Chance's staff assessment of your performance, you may be offered to join our volunteer council, which can be a great opportunity to gain leadership experience. You'll also take on the responsibility as a tutor and gain valuable teaching experiences. Your service will be accredited in a form of hour letter or any other evaluative form requested by the institution you're applying for. Volunteers with higher accumulation of hours will be eligible for Presidential Service Awards. I'll explain more about the qualifications for the Presidential Service Award in the next slide. Depending on the number of hours you commit to volunteering, you may be eligible for different awards, including bronze, silver, gold, and the Lifetime Achievement Award. Most of you will likely fall under the young adult category. The time frame for calculating volunteer hours always spans from October 1st to September 30th of the subsequent year. There's no restriction on which year to apply for. For example, in 2024, you can request the PVSA award for 2022 if you forgot to do it then. Now let's go over your responsibilities and expectations as a volunteer. Both in-person and online volunteers must honor these responsibilities. Please make sure that you are connected with us on Telegram. Telegram is a messenger application and our main communication channel. Finding us on Telegram is a part of the protocol in the auto-generated email you must have received upon approval of your volunteer application. If this does not sound familiar, go install Telegram, find us using the information on this slide, and start a conversation with us. Our staff will then add you to the volunteer group chat of your assigned branch. Every morning, a message will be sent out to check volunteers' attendance. Please make sure to put a thumbs up on that message if you're coming that day. This is crucial since we have to estimate the student or volunteer attendance and plan accordingly. Regarding attendance, it is crucial that you notify us of any schedule changes. Lateness or absences without prior notification may result in penalties, worse if accumulated. Do not be late and come prepared. We take this volunteer attendance policy seriously out of respect for our students. A crucial component of your tutoring practice is assessing the student's success, engagement, and progress. That is, filling our student reports of all students that you taught at the end of each session. This can be found on our Joyful Learning website. The reports not only serve as a communication tool with the headquarters about students' progress, but also as a proof of your engagement as a tutor. That being said, please remain attentive and alert throughout the tutoring session. If you notice anything that concerns you, you have the right to call for adult assistance from the lead teacher immediately. Depending on the intensity of the situation, you have the choice to call for the lead teacher's attention at the moment or to take a detailed note and inform us later. You're more than welcome, actually encouraged, to also talk to us about students' remarkable progress or commendable behavior whenever you notice them. Because everyone's schedule is subject to changes, there may be days when there are not a lot of students. When we have more volunteers than students, the lead teachers will pair the students with some volunteers and have the rest work on research. If you're assigned to the research, you will be given this link that is also in the description section of this YouTube video. You have the option to make materials for reading discussion activities, find educational resources, etc. No matter what task you choose, you will work on Google Doc or other platforms that make your work shareable. You must share your work with your lead teacher's email by no later than 4:30. This is for the lead teachers to periodically check your progress and efficiently guide you through. Online volunteers must turn your camera and microphone on at all times. If you're experiencing technical issues, try your best to solve them as soon as possible so your face and voice can be up. Otherwise, your volunteer position may not be secured. Make sure to submit your Zoom recording to the designated Google Drive folder at the end of each session. The recordings will be reviewed by the headquarters randomly without giving you prior notice. Do not be idle during your tutoring session. You cannot leave your seat unless it has been excused by your student. Bathroom breaks too should not take more than 10 minutes and must be excused by the student. Also, you must respond to the student whenever you're requested. Failure to do so will lead to close investigation and potential consequences. Also, make sure to join from your desktop or laptop computer. Other devices that are mobile, such as phone or iPad, tend to restrict your capabilities on Zoom. You will be required to use Zoom features such as screen sharing, recording, writing on screen, etc. for efficient tutoring. This slide is about tutoring strategies. At all times, acknowledge what the student is working on and consistently check in with them to know about their progress. You must be fully aware of these enough to answer the lead teacher whenever they visit your breakout room and ask questions like what you guys are up to. Students may have worksheets or other assignments such as homework, or they may bring their own workbooks. You will look at their work by asking them to screen share or receive pictures of their works from your lead teacher through Telegram. If they have a quiz or a test to study for, help them prepare for the test in the way that they want. You can ask them questions, do flashcards with them, switch the roles and have them teach you instead, etc. For writing assignments, you can help them come up with outlines, editing the structure of the writing, or making the writing or editing the writing to make it more effective, fixing grammar, etc. In some cases, students may have reading homework or other works that have to be done solitarily. In fact, it is best to actively interact with the students while you're together. So first ask if they can push that for later and work on that on their own. Instead, offer if they would like to do anything together using Give Chances learning resources, which can be found on the Joyful Learning website. If they decline, you cannot force them, so let them work on their stuff solitarily. However, ask what they will be working on and check in with them at maybe 20 minutes intervals. For example, if they are reading, ask them to give a recap of what they have read. If the student has no homework, you will provide them with enrichment sessions in math or ELA. You're expected to choose the material appropriate for the student's level and the learning goal to conduct the lesson. It is highly recommended for you to have reviewed the materials on the Joyful Learning website before starting your first tutoring session. If you're unsure about which materials to look at specifically, you can ask the lead teacher for guidance. In the next slide, you will find useful resources handpicked by the headquarters. It is also in the description section of this YouTube video. Lastly, attend volunteer training and orientation sessions to enhance your understanding of the program and general teaching practice. These will be arranged upon need and be announced by the lead teacher. As mentioned, these are some useful teaching resources handpicked by the headquarters. For in-person volunteers, please arrive at the center 15 minutes before the after-school program starts. You will then start setting up the necessary files, worksheets, and materials for the program following the lead teacher's direction. Additionally, you're responsible for managing and preserving students' workbooks and academic records at the end of each session, and ensuring that the learning environment is in good condition. Do not use mobile phones during volunteer hours unless it is specifically to help the students with their homework or math or ELA enrichment sessions. You should help with creating a visually exciting and stimulating environment as directed by the lead teacher. Ensure that the children are safe from any hazardous situations and circumstances. Keep your eyes on students at all times, not restricted to your students, but everyone in the room. Playing and getting physical is not prohibited. In fact, the lead teacher may even arrange a 20-minute playtime or something similar. However, some branches may not have an adequate space for this. Always ask for the lead teacher's opinion if you notice students losing focus and you see a need to have them get up and refresh. This slide is about tutoring strategies. At all times, acknowledge what the student is working on and consistently check in with them to know about their progress. You must be fully aware of these, enough to answer the lead teacher whenever they visit your desk and ask questions like what you guys are up to. Students may have worksheets or other assignments as homework, or they may bring their own workbooks. You'll work together and check answers for them at the end of each page. If they have a quiz or test to study for, help them prepare for the test in the way that they want. You can ask them questions, do flashcards with them, switch the roles and have them teach you instead, etc. For writing assignments, you can help with coming up with outlines, editing the structure or the writing to make it more effective, fixing grammar, etc. In some cases, students may have reading homework or other works that have to be done solitarily. In fact, it is best to actively interact with the students while you're together. So first ask if they can push that for later and work on their own. Instead, offer if they would like to do anything together using Give Chances learning resources, which can be found on the Joyful Learning website. If they decline, you cannot force them, so let them work on their stuff solitarily. However, ask what they will be working on and check in with them at maybe 20 minutes intervals. For example, if they're reading, ask them to give a recap of what they have read. If the student has no homework, you will provide them with enrichment sessions in math or ELA. You're expected to choose the material appropriate for the student's level and learning goal and to conduct the lesson. It is highly recommended for you to have reviewed the materials on the Joyful Learning website before starting your first tutoring session. If you're unsure about which materials to look at specifically, you can ask the lead teacher for guidance. In the next slide, you will find useful resources handpicked by the headquarters. It is also in the description section of this YouTube video. Lastly, attend volunteer training and orientation sessions to enhance your understanding of the program and general teaching practice. These will be arranged upon need and be announced by the lead teacher. As mentioned, these are some useful teaching resources handpicked by the headquarters. Now let's discuss the logistics of each session. For online volunteers, the first step is to join the Zoom link. We will provide you with the link and passcode to join. After joining the Zoom meeting, the lead teacher will welcome you and make you a co-host, then send you to your breakout room. However, when people rush in, the lead teacher may omit some volunteers from making co-hosts by accident. If you do not see a record button in your breakout room, that means that you're not a co-host. If this becomes your case, you should return to the main room and request the lead teacher to make you a co-host. Also, please turn on the camera and sound when you're with the lead teachers to show that everything is working correctly. Once you're in your breakout room, click the record button at the bottom to start recording. Soon, students will join your breakout room. Some students may come in at a flexible time. When students come in, greet them warmly and ask about their day, schoolwork, and homework needs. To ensure the best experience for both the student and the tutors, we do not send more than 3 students in a tutor's room. It would be great to ask them what they did in school, if they did anything fun, etc., and if they have any homework, because this will give you a better idea of what you should do for that day, how students are feeling, and what they need help with. Now it's time to have fun with your students. It is possible that you encounter some problems during your session, so please take a moment to address them. Common issues include problems with student behavior, recordings, and having too many students. If you have any of these issues, please feel free to message your lead teacher on Telegram. If you need to leave early, it must have been informed to the lead teacher beforehand. If it is an emergency, let the lead teacher know and try not to leave the Zoom meeting before the lead teacher makes arrangements accordingly. If you need educational materials to teach with, go to the Joyful Learning website and see educational resources under board. If you still need help, please message your lead teacher on Telegram. When your tutoring session is over, upload the Zoom recording in your designated Google Drive folder. Zoom recordings are reviewed by the headquarters to evaluate the quality of the lesson and your volunteer performance. Recordings will be reviewed randomly without a prior notice. After uploading the recording, log in on the Joyful Learning portal to start student report. You'll fill out student reports for all of the students enlisted under your session. If you do not submit the report within 3 days after your session is over, you will receive notification email until you submit it. Please submit the report while your memory is fresh, since reports are subject to random review by the headquarters. For in-person volunteers, your logistics may vary per location. However, please keep in mind that arriving earlier than the program start time and following the lead teacher's instructions are crucial. After your session is over, you will log in on the Joyful Learning portal to start student report. You will fill out student reports for all of the students enlisted under your session. If you do not submit the report within 3 days after your session is over, you will receive notification emails until you submit it. Please submit the report while your memory is fresh, since this is the communication method between you and the headquarters about students' progress and well-being. Upon random review, reports that are not submitted within 3 days can result in cancellation of volunteer hours. From here, we'll give you a walkthrough of how to utilize the Joyful Learning portal. Here's how you fill out student reports. Log in to the Joyful Learning portal, find student progress on the left side menu. Click on the most recent session, which is at the top of the list. The status says not reported. You'll fill out this report on all of your students to inform us about the student's academic progress, emotional well-being, etc. Failure to submit this report may result in losing the volunteer hour for that session. As mentioned, we allow up to 3 days after the session is over for you to submit the report. Reports are subject to random or purposeful reviews by the headquarters. You can request our letters on the Joyful Learning portal. Find the option on the left side menu, set data range for the date, and the total hours you have with us will appear. The total hours reflect all of the hours that are registered on the Joyful Learning portal. That means if you have some hours with DD artists, chancemakers, individual projects, or in-person events with us, they must have been reflected there. If you disagree with the amount of hours you see, please message us on Telegram or email us. We're happy to address any concerns. Also, if you have volunteered in more than one locations, all the hours will be combined in the hours that you see. If you have a specific form to be filled out by your institution, please contact us via Telegram or email. We might still ask you to place an hour letter request through the Joyful Learning portal to see your total hours. Regardless, we'll be happy to fill out any kind of evaluation form for you. Requesting Presidential Service Award on the Joyful Learning portal. Go to the hour letter option on the left side menu and click Request President Award. Select the year and then the data range for the dates will be automatically set for you. The time window for hours calculation is always October 1st of whenever to September 30th of the subsequent year. The total hours will be automatically calculated. Let's look at the items. Certificate is the award itself, so it is already selected. You can add one or more other options, or you can just have the certificate. You must also enter the shipping address and the name you want your award to be delivered. When done, hit submit. Here's how you look at the sessions. Click on Session List on the left side menu. Ideally, all sessions should say reported. It means that you have filled out the student report for that session. If you have worked on any special project, you're eligible to request special hours. This is also found in Session List. All special hours requests will have been communicated with the headquarters staff, and you will know what to fill out. These are for those who have helped out in any of our other programs other than Joyful Learning after school program, or have worked on an individual project, did a one-on-one tutoring upon the headquarters arrangement, participate at our in-person events, etc. In the descriptions box, please write a brief description of your activity, project progress, the student's progress, or anything applicable. Lastly, at the bottom of the left side menu, there will be a section called Board. These are your handy resources, and each board is briefly described in this slide. That concludes our presentation. Thank you for joining us today and for your interest in volunteering with Give Chances. If you have any questions or need further information, please don't hesitate to contact us. Our phone number, email, and Telegram info are listed on this slide, and we'll be happy to assist you. We appreciate your willingness to make a positive impact on the lives of our students and look forward to working with you.